The evidence seems to indicate that you're watching Dolly Vision.
Topping up, Dolly Vision's dreaming real. Two crime scene blast feel so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Jack's on fire, burning the world's fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, that's the route down known. Dolly Vision headlines, King of Beat. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, head goes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light. Topping up, Dolly Vision's dreaming real. Two crime scene blast feel so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Jack's on fire, burning the world's fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, that's the route down known. Dolly Vision headlines, King of Beat. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shining, head goes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light.
What up, guys? It is Dolly back in the house again tonight. Thank you for jumping in the chat room so quickly, my beautiful people. MGL, thank you for your super chat. We cover all kinds of new things here. We've been talking all kinds of new stuff, but we don't leave out the kids that need awareness spread for. We were talking about new missing people this morning. You must not have been here for that. Also, we've been talking to Rebecca Parks' case where the young lady went missing and her baby's still missing. So we talk a lot of new things here, MGL. If you come around a little more, you would know that we spread all the true crime. We're on top of it. We're on top of it. But anyway, my internet was messing up today. So this is actually part 2 to what we were discussing this morning. For all you people that tuned in to me this morning, we were going over, and we're going to be going over all the cases tonight. Summer Wells, Sebastian Rogers, Michael Monkey Vaughan, Melodee Buzzard, Jackie and Lilly, Rebecca Parks, and more. Okay? So MGL, before you worry, you might want to wait a minute and see what the show is about. Okay? But thank you for jumping on the Blessed Express so quickly. You ain't blessed unless you on the Dolly Express. Okay? And you are on it. You're the first one aboard tonight. Now, like I said, we have a lot of things to go over tonight, and we're going to get to that. We were listening to Katie Speaks, okay? Katie Speaks, brand new information. This has more to do with who done it than where are they at, okay? And, of course, we're going to do an open panel tonight. I will be posting the link in just a little bit so you guys can come up. And if there's something new that you want to talk about, of course, you can bring that to the table. But first, of course, I'm going to need you guys to leave your DNA on that like button. Okay? Leave it on it. Don't make me tell you twice. Leave your DNA. Make sure you share my ugly face everywhere. And let me give my warnings real quick. Dolly Visions for entertainment purposes only. We talk news, rumors, gossip, speculation, theories, mix with a little bit of comedy, a whole lot of chaos. So don't take nothing as fact. Completely satire. Our guests tonight and callers, their opinions is theirs and theirs alone, not to reflect on the Dolly. Everyone is innocent to proven guilty, and I mean innocent. And the biggest one of them all, don't try to be Dolly at home. It is dangerous. All right, I want to give a quick announcement. I just checked my mail and I have 500 Summer Wells bracelets. Okay. I tried to order 100, but somewhere in that, Dolly ain't the brightest light bulb in the drawer. Okay. So I ended up with 500 Summer Wells bracelets. Okay. Which is a ton. That is a ton of bracelets. And so anybody that orders anything from me, I'm throwing these in absolutely free. And if you see, they say, I don't know if you can see it, but it has two little butterflies and it says Justice for Summer Wells. So anybody that has an outstanding order with me through my merch store, buydollysoap.com, or you order anything, we're going to throw a couple of these in free with your order. Okay. So I can get rid of some of them because I got 500 of them. Also, the hat I'm wearing tonight, I'm going to give away to somebody that's on the Dolly train, the Blessed Express. Okay. And tonight is our last night of the Dolly sale for Christmas. Okay. So, soap, body wash is on sale, half off when you use promo code Dolly Rocks. One word, all capitals. Tonight is the last night. Everything goes off sale tomorrow. And of course, like I said, anybody orders, I'll throw some of these in with your order. And if you're waiting on an order, guys, if it hasn't shipped out yet, I'm going to throw some of these in there also. Okay. So yeah. All right. With that said, we were going over the Sebastian Rogers case. You know, he just turned 17 years old on the 7th. Okay. Young man still missing, over a year and a half gone. February 26th will be 2 years that Sebastian has been missing. Okay. It won't be long and Sebastian will be a grown man. A lot of people think that Sebastian is in a home somewhere and he's going to return magically when he's 18, that they've been hiding him. I don't think that's the case. That would make this case a hoax, and it's not a hoax because, you know, the state can sue Chris and Katie, go after them for the millions that they spent in search efforts for Sebastian. Plus, it's prosecutable as a hoax, right? So I don't think this is a hoax. I don't think Sebastian is in a home somewhere and he's going to magically appear when he's 18 years old. But I've heard a lot of people seem to think that. I think that's wild. This little boy, trigger warning, in my opinion, is no longer with us. He was no longer with us on February 26th, a year and a half ago. Okay. He wasn't with us no more. I don't believe. Cable, thank you guys. Everybody that's donating. I see you out there. We got Cable and we got James on the Blessed Express. Thank you guys for jumping onto the Blessed Express tonight with me. You ain't blessed unless you on the Express. Usually I've been giving my hat away that I wear on the show, and I usually draw numbers and give that hat away. Okay. But tonight, if you're on the Blessed Express, I'm going to just give it to a random person that is on the Blessed Express. Okay. So I don't think he left at home on his own accord. Now, this is just my opinion. I don't have any proof of this. I want to make that very clear, that everyone's innocent to proven guilty. It's just my opinion. Now, I will tell you, Sebastian never heard that case. You never heard the case of Sebastian Rogers? Young man goes missing now in Hendersonville, North Carolina, February 26th. He was 15 years old. He allegedly leaves in the middle of the night barefoot with no jacket with his mother home. Okay. And apparently his mother was not sleeping too far from the front door, but he didn't go out the front door. Allegedly, he went out the back door. The crazy thing is, when Katie allegedly woke up, she said all the doors were locked. Okay. That he had locked the door behind himself and vanished into thin air. No cameras picked up Sebastian. There is some light videos that people have been speculating on for, like, we let the mob crew handle that. He has the lights under control. People have been speculating over those lights for a year and a half, watching it every day on YouTube. I can only look at lights for so long before I go, yeah, you're right. It's some lights, but we don't know what the lights are from. And a lot of people have made up stuff in this case. And we've seen people, overlay Chris Proudfoot's picture into a blob and, just go, Nancy covered this story about the lights. And then when she found out where the information came from and that all this was fake by a certain YouTube creator with a monkey, first time I ever seen Nancy take her podcast down, but she pulled the whole podcast because of misinformation and fake information. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Producer's calling. And this could be important. Okay. All right. So where was I at? So, people have been speculating about the lights for a good while. We're not too much worried about the lights, but other than that, there has not been no signs. Nobody's seen Sebastian. There was no, people alleged that the dogs tracked to a retention pond, but according to the head investigator, there was no signs of the dogs actually tracking. It was a false scent, and the dogs were basically just running around. So whoever tells you that the dogs were tracking, that's a little bit of misinformation according to the police. Now, maybe they did track, maybe they didn't track, but according to the head investigator in this case, he said the dogs hit on a false scent and they never had a track of Sebastian Rogers. And if the dogs did track them, how come they only tracked them to 2 different locations? Now, here's the thing. You can't be in 2 places at once. He couldn't have been in the damn construction site and in the retention pond, right? So the dogs went 2 different ways. Now, I'm sure Sebastian's played in that neighborhood. The crazy thing is that with no scent, it's almost like he wasn't there. You would think, it's like if you came to my house with dogs, they're going to smell me. They're going to smell where I walked around in the yard. Florida girl, thank you for being on the Blessed Express tonight. All right. You guys are great. Thank you for the love. Katie is guilty, unfortunately. Hold on, guys. I'm having a little trouble clicking onto your hold on, let me pull this up so I get, oh, here we go. Now I get a little bit more to comments. Dolly, thank you for not forgetting Sebastian. I agree with what you think has happened, but I feel like they are forgetting him. Justice for Sebastian. Holly, thank you. Who did I miss? I got MGL. Katie is guilty, unfortunately. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. They just can't prove it. Sorry for not being present. I work a lot. Bullseye number 2. Okay, MGL. I would say, listen, I can't say the lady is guilty. All right. I can't say that. I can say I have my suspicions of her story and her behavior. She was, for a mother to have a special needs child and she hears a thud, and that's how she described the sound. A thud came from the bedroom that night, right? A thud came from the bedroom and she didn't even go check on it, right? Then once the internet gave her hell, she added to that story. She said, well, he hollered back. I asked him, was he okay? And he said, yeah, I love you, Mom. I love the dogs. Good night. Right. But she never actually checked. So how did she know there wasn't an intruder in the home or any of these things? Apparently she didn't have an alarm system. She didn't have cameras in the home, even though at the time she worked for a security company. It don't make a whole lot of sense. That's like me. I worked as an electrician. That's like me not having power in my house. Okay. Like, of course, you work somewhere, you're probably most likely gonna have a security system or something in this home. And plus, she lives in a $700,000-800,000 home. She don't live in just a little ranch or a little 2-story. She lives in a big ass brick home with no security, no cameras, no nothing. Some people have alleged that there were cameras, but they vanished before this, because a lot of people believe that the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers was planned. Okay, this is a planned event, and some things may have gotten rid of, and this story has been spun days before, because what we do learn is we hear Katie doing a lot of, talking about how much she misses Sebastian, how much they want him back. But here's the thing, when he was there, they didn't want him. They wanted him in a home. They wanted him to go live with Seth. But they didn't tell us that when he first went missing. Oh, we miss him so much. He's so loved. He's so cared about. Later on, we found out he was being whipped by somebody that wasn't his father. We found out that his toys were being thrown away. We're finding out he was being talked to like a dog, according to his father. He was being locked in his room, and he couldn't come out of his room, and he didn't want to be there. But his dad, Seth Rogers, told him, hey, you need to stay there a little bit longer, because, my schedule's pretty busy. I'm working a lot of hours, and as soon as I can get you into school, you can come live with me. So one part of the family already knew he was being treated bad, and I'll say allegedly abused, okay? Because you're beating a child that ain't yours with a belt at 15 years old. Who beats a 15-year-old with a belt? Okay, because usually if you raise your kid right, by the time they 15, you don't have to be beating them with a belt. Okay, and we got Chris beating this kid with a belt, making him wear diapers, and here's the thing. Kids that are abused are more likely to wet the bed than kids that are not abused, statistically. So maybe if he wasn't getting beat and scared to move around the house, allegedly, then he wouldn't have been using the bathroom on himself, right? Because he's scared to wake anybody up. He's scared to ask somebody, can he go to the bed? This fear plays a lot in things like this. And the way they described Sebastian Rogers to us in the beginning, he was very low functioning. But come to find out, he wasn't. This kid was on the chess team. He was getting on and off the bus by himself. He was babysitting himself when he got home, because Katie was working and Chris was working. So he would come home, let himself in, knew how to cook his own foods, right? Same thing at Seth. He was taking care of himself for 12 to 14 hours a day when he was with Seth on the weekends. Now, my problem with this is, listen, if you're a father and you only got your kids on the weekend once every 2 weeks, and you can't be home for that child, that's pretty bad too. Okay, like you couldn't have told your work, hey, I got my child every 2 weeks, and I need these days off so I can spend that time with my child. So to me, that is just like not good. Not good on either part of who was taking care of Sebastian, right? He was basically taking care of his damn self. So you want me to believe a kid that's practically 15 years old taking care of himself? Now, when I was 15, I'm special needs. I got a lot of special needs, according to PJ and my kid, right? Listen, when I was 15, I was had my own house. Well, I had an apartment, right? I had an apartment. I was in high school, had my own place. And to think that this kid, he was already at 15 taking care of himself, right? Just like me when I was 15, I was taking care of myself. But this kid was basically taking care of himself. And then when he goes missing, yeah, they made him out to be like he wasn't intelligent. Now, or they made him out to be misbehaved. Okay, he has problems with people's personal space. They are alleging that he liked to get naked and expose himself, right? Inappropriate behaviors and things like this. But we see videos of Sebastian going out to eat, and he looked like a polite young man, happy, well behaved. So we're seeing something different than we're hearing from the very beginning. Right from the very beginning, we listened to his family talk very negative about him, put out a lot of his personal business. Now he's 15 years old. You're telling the world he wears a diaper. What is it when he goes to school? And I don't know, y'all guys remember this. Look, some of us are pretty old here. It's been a long time since we was in high school. But let me tell you this. I remember high school, and high school is tough as hell when you don't got problems. Okay, when you don't got diapers, people will joke your shoes. They're real materialistic in high school. People are, and still some people to this day are like that. Now, so even if you was to dress not really good, and all the other kids are, they're wearing the Nikes and they're wearing the stuff that's in style, but your parents can't afford that, and you're dressing from Kmart and Sears, right? Kids would pick on you for that type of stuff, right? I remember to me how important shoes were as a child because everybody would pick about people's shoes. So my thing was when I went to school, I got to have really good shoes and I got to keep them really clean because people seemed in school to judge you over your shoes, right? So if you got some Bobos on, it's just reasons that gives kids reasons to pick on you. And then once they have a reason to pick on you, it starts the bullying, right? So you get out here to the world and they're watching his friends in school with the people that go to school with him. They're invested in this too because this is a kid that goes to school with him. And you're telling these kids he wears diapers and it's basically belittling the child in the public eye. We didn't need to know he wears diapers, right? We just needed to know he was missing. We needed to know that he was a good kid, that he was loved, and that his family wanted him home. That's what we needed to know, right? But we got way more than that. We got way more than that spoke down on him. And so when he first went missing, I was thinking, okay, we got a kid that is in super danger because he can't take care of himself. He's not very functional. And then, of course, Seth Rogers came up here and said, hey, this kid can do everything. He cooks his own meals. He does everything. He does have a wet in the bed problem, but even Seth said at his house that he didn't always do that. He didn't wear a diaper there, but there have been times where he had wet the bed there. You never know. He could have nightmares and be wet in the bed from previous abuse. And, we do know there was some abuse that took place with Sebastian Rogers, especially when he lived in California and apparently no Kmart slides. Okay. But there was some abuse that took place on Sebastian. And apparently it was under Katie and Chris's watch when they lived in California. Another young child allegedly essayed Sebastian Rogers. Okay. And apparently he wasn't prosecuted or they didn't do nothing about it. So now we got a kid that we know has went through some abuse when he was younger. And we know he was going through some abuse as he was older because to beat a 15-year-old kid with a belt, it's belittling is what it is. It probably don't hurt that much. It might hurt depending on how hard you get hit. But usually at 15, you can take a blow from a belt, right? I grew up in the switch era where you got a switch. Belts didn't scare me at all. You hit me with a belt, I'd laugh, right? My mom knew that. She come in with the switch cutting through the wind like a horror movie, right? MGL. Katie was a single mother and met Chris. No, she wasn't a single mother. She was with Seth and she left Seth for Chris. Why do you think Seth is so boo-hoo in love with Katie? He still is. He makes it about Katie. That last stream he did was more about Katie leaving him for Chris than it was about Sebastian. When Seth became an inconvenience to Chris, and threatened to leave her. She needed financial security. Seth had to go. I agree that she left Seth for financial security. And in some aspects, I don't blame her, right? You have to pull your weight in a relationship. A relationship is two people. And to me, it sounds like still to this day, and you may think I'm talking about Seth, but I don't think he's a very active person. He seems super lazy to me. Okay. We heard that he couldn't hold down a damn job at a Pizza Hut, right? He just didn't want to work. He didn't want to do anything. He wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and most men ain't like that. You ask Dolly, do I want to be a stay-at-home mom? Hell no. I got up and worked every day. I bought my first house when I was 25 years old, bought it cash, owned my own business, and it was all around the time my daughter was born because I realized, hey, I need to grow the hell up. I can't be slacking. I was touring the country with a metal band before that. And then I realized, okay, well, I got to do something stable. I better start something that's going to, help me in the future. I need a home. I need something stable. And up until 25, I didn't have that. I was bouncing around and doing different things, living at the oceanfront, the beach, partying all the time, and then once, my baby's mama came in and said, hey, you're going to be a dad. Everything kind of went like, okay, let's get rid of the condo. Let's start saving money for a house. It became that. And as a man, that's man shit. I just don't, the whole let my wife go work. My baby's mama, she did have a few jobs, but they were small jobs. There wasn't nothing like, she worked little, like, I think she worked at a movie store for a while. I liked it at the movie store because I used to get free movie posters and I like collect horror movie posters. So that was kind of cool. But she had little, she didn't bring home much, but it gave her something to do, so she wasn't trapped and, but for the most part, I brought home the damn bacon. All right. And the eggs and cooked the bacon eggs. My baby mama could not cook. She could not cook to save her life. Right. So, but I'm a pretty good cook because I had to be, because that woman wasn't feeding me. Right. So, and plus I had to cook for Tiff. I always cooked every night. I go to work, come home, cook dinner, that type of stuff. So, and then like, I think technically I've been down in Hendersonville more times and searched for Sebastian than his own father. To me, that's laziness, bro. You live right there. Like, instead of taking that day and going to look for Sebastian and gathering everybody to look for Sebastian, you went and had milkshakes, which I think, listen, Dolly loves a damn good milkshake. Don't get me wrong. I'll drink a milkshake with you. But after we drink this milkshake, can we go search for Sebastian? That's how I look at things. Like, okay, we can do this gathering, right? Let's have some people come to the milkshake place, get a burger, and then let's go look for him. Seth searched for weeks. He didn't. He testified under oath that he only searched 4 times. Under oath. That's what he testified to. So I seen your comment that said Seth searched for weeks. Listen, I'm not trying to give Seth a hard time. I want Seth to do better. Okay, so apparently on the 2-year mark, I just got the flyer tonight. Thank you to the car guy for sending it over to me. You guys make sure I don't miss anything out here. Y'all are great like that. And apparently they're gathering at the police station in Hendersonville on February 26th, the 2-year mark. I'm not quite sure who put that together. I'm assuming that was Seth. Now listen, Seth has been doing okay about far as spreading awareness. Spreading awareness for his son, he's done. He's done that. I can't knock Seth for that. He's done a really good job of spreading awareness, prayer vigils, gatherings, all that stuff. He has done that for his son. Can't say he hasn't. The searching thing, I can't say he hasn't searched. He just hasn't searched as much as I would like to see. Okay, that's just me. That's my opinion. You guys out there can think, man, well, 4 times is a lot. To me, we'll be honest with you, 4 times ain't shit to me. I did search 4 times in the first week. So to see this, my phone ringing? Okay, I thought Phantom vibrate, right? It's a real thing where you think your phone's ringing, but it's not. Like you feel something vibrating or hear it, and it really ain't nothing, but you just think it is. It's a real thing. Okay. So that was a phantom phone ring. I thought my phone was ringing. It won't. And listen, I just don't think he was. Has he done more than Chris and Katie? Publicly, yes. Okay. And now this is where I got to go into. You know, we hear these people say, we'll never give up. We'll never stop searching for you. Blah, 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 blah. Right. But we don't see it. They're not reaching out publicly and asking for help. Now, does that mean they're not looking? Absolutely not. They could be looking and not telling anybody. But let me tell you this. When Sebastian first went missing, they wasn't even in the state. Okay? They wasn't even in the state. There's no mother in this room right now. And listen, I know you guys, y'all are turtles. Y'all been here with me for years. None of you would leave your grandkids or your kids behind to go chase some man that's working out of state while your baby or your grandkid is missing. Barbie, thank you so much for being a member. That's a great way to support the channel, is join up. For less than a cup of coffee, you can feed a starving dolly. Okay, that's all it takes. I'll send you updates and pictures of me getting fat, like right, for less than a cup of coffee. Especially Starbucks, you got to be rich to drink that stuff, right? Starbucks like $10 a cup. So don't act like you can't afford to be a dolly member here, because it's like what, $1.99, $2.99, and you have a damn cup of Starbucks in your hand. Now, if you drink a 7-Eleven coffee, I'll let you slide. Okay. And still, that's $2.50. But if you drink at Starbucks and you ain't a member of Dolly Vision, you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay. You should be ashamed. And if you ain't liked this video yet with 952 people in the room, shame on you too. Okay. Listen, if you ain't liked this video, I'm going to throw a voodoo hex on you and you're going to have bad luck tomorrow. All right. And if you want to avoid bad luck, I'm talking about black cat crossing your path, bad luck. Mirrors breaking 7 years. If you don't want that, if you don't want this voodoo cast upon your ass, like the video. Okay? And I'll let you slide. I won't even voodoo you. I won't even voodoo you. But if you don't, and then tomorrow when you have a really bad day, you're going to be like, you know what? I wish I would have liked Dolly's video because he told me he was going to hit me with a voodoo hex. Okay, my producer just walked in. Hello, producer. How you doing?
Been better.
Better?
No.
Been better?
I've been better.
Oh, okay.
My whole face hurts.
Did they give you any shots?
Like 5.
Okay.
It still hurts.
You want to sit in with me?
What are you talking about?
I was talking about Sebastian Rogers and Katie, like not sticking around while her child was gone. She left town. You know, I was saying that, you know, she may be searching now behind the scenes. Yes, the Summer Wells bracelets came in. There's 500 of them. Well, there's 100 of them in this bag. There's 5 more bags in there. This big. I don't know if it's 500 or 700.
There's 700.
There's 700? Because that's what I was thinking when I seen the count on the bag.
Because
there's 700 of them?
When I looked at the transaction again, it looked like it did the $70 thing twice. I don't even know how.
Well, I told everybody every outstanding order will get one, and every new order gets one, and that the sale ends tonight on our soaps.
Well, a couple of people, like at that box that I need the hat for, they and it's really hard to.
Well, whatever ain't shipped, we'll get some of these.
I understand, but like, listen. If you don't utilize the note section when you buy something, and then you just email me later, it's like I'm matching shit from 3 different websites, and it's a little bit difficult, but I catch it most of the time. So there's a couple times that people have gotten stuff and they were like, well, I was supposed to get a signed hat, or I was supposed to get a summer bracelet, which we just got.
Yeah, we just got the bracelets in, guys. It took forever to get here.
That I just was saying that because like it's really hard to kind of like match the shit up together with the order.
And the stickers will be here tomorrow. The Where's the Baby stickers.
This is really cute.
It is cute. I knew. I said the same thing with the butterflies. So if you, like I said, if you have an outstanding order, maybe you can hold those if you want. If you have an outstanding order, we will put some of those in your box or your order. And if you order anything new, of course,
we'll add a couple because the reason I started talking about the emails is because the box that's already printed that I was filling up and I was just waiting for the hat.
Yeah.
They wanted 3 bracelets.
Well, any of the mystery boxes come with one of these hats that I'm wearing. Okay. Because I made a few extra ones. So if you order a mystery box, it will come with a hat. If you order anything, it's going to come with Summer Wells bracelets because
I almost wish the play button was the inside.
Oh, and it also says Justice for Summer Wells, and then it has 2 play buttons and says Dolly Vision. So it's a little bit of both. So you get the Justice for Summer Wells, and that side says Dolly Vision on it.
Do the O's have hearts? That's kind of cute.
I don't know.
They do. I think that's the font that I picked.
I can't tell. I can't even see it. I'm blind. All right. And tonight we're giving away this hat to somebody that has jumped on the Dolly train. Okay. I'm just going to pick a random person. Usually I pull numbers and I've been giving away the hats that I wear each night. I sign them and I give it to one person that picks the right number. Tonight, I'm not going to pick numbers. I'm just going to give it to somebody that jumped on the Blessed Express with us for supporting the channel. And like I said, so if you order anything, you'll get a bracelet with it. If you order a box, you'll get one of these hats. I think I have 5 of them. And
you have 5 of what?
The hats left. So if they order, the next 5 people that order boxes can get those hats. I got hats. I got the ones you already done.
I was confused.
So any box, mystery box will come with one of the hats in it. Everything will come with one of the bracelets because we got so many of them. And
we can afford to even send 2 bracelets if they request it. But please try to utilize the note section if you can.
Y'all heard PJ. If you want something like that or you need something special, make sure you use the note section in the store.
Somebody told me that the mobile site for Shopify doesn't have the ability to put a note. So maybe that's why there's a lot of people that never utilize the note section. But it makes a difference between night and day, like as far as keeping up with this stuff.
Clues are still coming in. When the man upstairs touches a heart, more information will come. Well, we haven't had very much information in the Sebastian Rogers case. Not since, we're at the same amount of information that we had when we found out he was missing. And just think this case, if it wasn't for Riley Strand going missing in Nashville, I don't think this case would have got the attention that it did. But thank God that it did get this type of attention because so many other kids don't get this type of attention. Just like MGL came in and said, there's a lot of kids missing. And some of these kids, it's only certain kids that are getting the real major attention, which is absolutely true. There's so many kids that go missing. There's no way we can cover them all. We cover a lot of the top cases or the cases that we're involved with. Now you got to remember, most of the cases that I talk about are cases that I'm directly involved in, either going there to search, dealing with the family, covering the case live there. Them are usually the cases that we discuss on a regular here because them are the cases I'm the most familiar with. Now, I always leave it open for you guys to bring in cases, and people bring in cases all the time. Matter of fact, just the other day, somebody came in and said, Dolly, will you cover Rebecca Parks? And I was like, well, I don't know too much about Rebecca Parks.
And I have already told you about that case, but it was just starting to really develop.
Yeah. And of course, so I spent that night that person came in here and we went over, me and PJ started watching the videos. Well, PJ was already familiar with it, but she was trying to catch me up. But, I got to see it and see what's going on and get my own opinion on that. And of course, there's still a missing child in that case. Now, it appears that we learned today from the affidavit that came out that baby was thrown in a trash bag, put in a cooler, and disposed of. which the affidavit that came out for the arrest
Oh God.
of what her name, Courtney?
Yes.
Courtney, the mother, the bio mom
of Rebecca.
Oh my God, it was absolutely horrible, right? So we throw in some new things as they come when they're brought to my attention, or my viewers are interested in it. We don't have any problem with you saying, "Hey Dolly, will you check into this?" And of course, we look into it and we bring my opinion of it. Now, my opinion ain't always right. It's just an opinion like everybody else's, right? But I think mine usually is the most accurate, according to me. Now, listen. So the first part of the day, we went over what Katie had to say on Sebastian's birthday. Now, she showed a lot of pictures and told a couple stories, and I'm not going to go play back where she showed the pictures. I'm just going to play the audio of what she has said, and I got to throw some background music in a little bit because these people they're not the most friendliest channels with Dolly. You know, there's some channels out there that I don't.
You've never had any.
I have never had any issues with them, but I think they run more with people that I'm not associated with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So I don't know if they would, try to strike me or what they may do for playing, but we're going to play a little background music, and we're going to play, of course, the audio from what Katie has said. Now I'm going to skip the first part where she was sharing pictures, and really she's not giving much information about why she did the thing she did, but she is like leave or like wait a year and a half to start searching for her child, or why did she wait so long to talk? Why is Chris the spokesperson for Sebastian missing, but yet he wasn't even in the state when Sebastian went missing? So let me throw a little background music on before I kick into this. All right, hold on. That's a little too poppy for me right there. A little too much. Let's go acoustic. All right, let's cut it down low. And we're going to share the screen here. All right, tell me if y'all can hear this volume well. All right. Make sure it's turned all the way up. And the person that Katie was speaking with is a channel that goes by Duchess, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think she's a relative of hers.
We don't know the connection Duchess has to her, but she was the first person that Katie and Chris spoke with in the beginning was Duchess.
I thought somebody either asked her or Chris, and they said it was a relative.
I thought they said they wasn't kin to each other.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
All right, let's kick into this.
He was really coming into his wittiness and getting good one-offs and
that's
coming up
Katie.
with
You hear?
jokes, and he's really developing his sense of humor and coming into himself in that way. Like he's every bit of a teenager. He has his good days and his bad days, but he was really starting to develop his own sense of humor and jokes and whatnot, because one of the things about him has always been he's been very literal. So like sarcasm very frequently missed on him. It's lost on him. He like if you look at him and go, "You hurt my feelings," he'll be like, "It's not feelings, it's feelings."
That cracks me up.
Like, it's a joke, bud.
Now, I want to say this, though. They said they did this so Katie would have a safe place to open up and talk about whatever she wants. So this is not really them asking Katie questions. This is just them giving Katie an opportunity to speak. But, of course, if Katie would have came here, she would have had to answer some tough questions of why she's waited so long, why she left, why she Joe dirted her child, and all these things. Why were they more pressed about putting Bullhorn and Betty in jail than looking for their child? So these people kind of pampered her and which I wouldn't have done. But they did do some good for autism. They had a fundraiser going, and they raised what, like $2,400 for children with autism, and which is absolutely good. But you're basically cuddling the number one suspect in the disappearance of a small child.
Can you please tell these people that we got engaged, because they're saying it's a lie, and one day, maybe 20 years from now, we might get married?
We haven't set no dates. PJ is already my wife. Okay, we got married last week. We didn't tell nobody. Okay, so y'all put some respect.
That's the first set of comments I've seen is talking about them not getting married.
All right, she's my wife. God. She is PJ Williams now. Okay, so y'all be nice to PJ.
We don't have any bracelets for sale. We didn't do Sebastian bracelets.
We didn't do no Sebastian. We don't sell any of that. We give it away.
No, nobody said you were being mean. It just was
so if you're lucky, or like I said, if you grab a bar of soap, then we give that to you. We don't sell anything with missing kids. Okay.
Thank you, short legs.
Thank you, short legs.
It sounds so official that way, but we'll eventually maybe one day get there.
Well, we've already been together 3 years. Okay, we've already been together 3 years.
People just want to know every little detail, and I don't know.
We'll share that on my Patreon. All right, you got to join up. It's like Molly Go Lightly. It's $50 to know our personal life. But if you want to know it,
you're gonna call them too.
Yeah, I call you. I life coach you. Right. You had to hit up my Patreon. All right. I'm taking on life coaching, spiritual healer. Okay, that's what I am these days.
Call me now for your free psychic reading.
Call me now for your free psychic reading. You heard PJ. All right, and it's on my Patreon. I am going to get more active on my Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do want to join up, we may share more of the behind the scenes things that you don't see here.
Look at how good they fixed it.
Oh, your tooth?
Yeah.
I know.
It feels like it's all there again. After a chip, it's back.
So PJ had to go get a chipped tooth fixed today.
So I look like a chipmunk, and
your face is a little swollen.
And I look funny when I talk. That's why I don't want to be in here.
All right. Does Molly still have a channel?
She
I
does.
can't find her. She does. Molly?
It's something different. I found it last time you mentioned her and posted her link.
But I don't know if Molly is a good life coach as me. She did train me. Okay, so I was trained under Molly for life coaching. She was my life coach, and you see how successful I was. Right? Before Molly, I was a loser. I'm still a loser. But, hey, I got some life coaching. All right, let's get back into it. We're getting a little off track.
That makes me laugh because I'm sure that he just really brought energy to the room wherever he was at. He just seems like
when he is in a good mood and he is laughing, it's contagious. His smile is contagious. Yeah. His laugh is contagious. When he's in a bad mood, it's, leave me alone.
Hubby and I were talking about his eclectic taste in music. Tell us again some of the different artists that Sebastian liked. I know he liked Taylor Swift.
I am the worst person in the world for that. I am the worst for names. I'm one of those where I can recognize the songs, but for the life of me, I can't tell you the name and artist. He and Christopher, especially when we're driving in the car,
right.
They will play different songs, and Chris will be like, "What's this song?" And I'll be like, "I don't know." And Sebastian's in the back seat going, "Mom, it's this and this."
Well, as far as the bracelets, we're going to ship them out with orders. That's the only way we really can do it. So if you've already ordered something, I don't know, order something else. Make a stocking stuffer. It's Christmas time. Dolly lotions and soaps and body washes make a great gift. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure he knows.
Oh yeah, he loves it. It's like one of their things that they do, and he's huge crush on Taylor Swift, of course.
Yes.
And super embarrassed about that if you call him out for it. He'll just turn as pink can be.
Yes, you're all invited.
But I mean, he loves almost all music. And I wish I could name off more names, but I'm just so terrible at it. I mean, he loves Ed Sheeran. He loves
I know Eye of the Tiger was
Eddie
one.
Vedder. Eddie Vedder's one of the ones that he
Yes,
loves.
Eddie Vedder. Yes, that was it. For the life of me, I could not. I was trying to think of all the things.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? The chat.
Oh, hell no. We got 577 likes and 1,027 people. What? Don't make me jump through this screen. Okay. Don't make me do it.
Did you clear your block list? Dear God.
Did I clear my block list? No, I didn't clear my block list. But guys, take a second, do me a favor, or PJ won't feed me tonight, and I'm kind of hungry. All right. If y'all want Dolly to be able to eat, you guys got to like the video, because if I don't hit 1,000 likes on this video, she will not feed me. So I want you to take a second. People. I ain't like that. You gonna feed me then?
No.
Okay. To see. So you guys like the video, and once you do, don't cheat, because my ribs, I don't look good skinny. I look like a crackhead. I need y'all to like the video. It's free this week. Okay. It's the only thing free is that like button. And once you do, I want you to shout out in the chat room where you're watching from. Okay. Really important. So like the video and then shout out where you guys are watching from. It's great to see y'all tonight. I'm glad y'all could be here with us to go over these cases. And like I said, the audio that we're playing is from Katie Proudfoot. She did an interview on Sebastian's birthday, and this is it. All right.
Somebody mentioned Sloppy Joes again. Dick nabbit. That sounds delicious.
Sloppy Joes do sound good, but I don't need that much. We need something with chicken.
Yeah. Last time we had Sloppy Joes, I think I had
got heartburn.
Yes.
I bet the chat would be able to tell us
Thank
all the
you,
different
Rose.
things that I probably can't recall in this very moment. And by the way, thank you guys so much for donating. And a big shout out to Anonymous, who donated $500.
Oh, my bless. Thank you.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you so
Oh,
much.
my
You
bless.
guys are such a blessing, paying it forward while we just, try to share these facts and allow Katie the space to, have a safe place to just say whatever she feels like she wants to say. I appreciate you guys allowing that and for being respectful. It really means a lot.
See, there's people that are really weird today. I'm watching from your tiki bar.
As far as it coming up on the 2-year mark, Katie, I know when we spoke the other day, you had talked to me.
Katie, well, they're giving that to charity, guys. The money that they raised on Dutch's channel.
It went directly to charity.
It went directly to charity, which was children with autism. So they didn't make any money. They did this for kids. And I mean, they did give Katie a safe place to talk, but we need answers, Katie. I'm glad we get to hear what she says, but at the same time, we know it ain't going to be nothing that helps the investigation, because she's always been my number one suspect. I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it.
It's statistics.
Statistically, she's the number one suspect. Her behavior makes her the number one suspect, right? Like, mothers don't act like this. They don't act like this. Not no mother I ever known. Is there anybody in here that thinks Katie is innocent? Press 1 in the chat. Right? If you think she's guilty, press 2. Or has some knowledge of what happened to Sebastian, press 2. Guilty 1. 2. What did I say? I didn't forgot.
I was writing somebody back.
If you think she's innocent, press 1. That's what I said.
Yeah.
3, unsure. Okay. That's a good answer. That's fine. I'm going to have to go with, Summers Army thinks she's innocent. Okay. Wow, Summers Army. I'd like to know why. You think she's innocent?
Because there's no proof that she's guilty.
There's no proof she's guilty. I would say that too. But what about her behavior? I don't know anybody that would act like Katie. with their child missing, other than Malaya Brooks. And I think she's just as guilty as Katie.
Well, my main issue with parents that have missing kids when they say that they're certain their kid is not within a certain radius. Well, how do you know that? If you know that he's not within 5 miles, then you must know where he's at or where he's not.
Yeah, it's a negative thinking. I just hope all these kids are found. 22222. All right. Hold on. My daughter's calling, guys. Give me 1 second. Hello? My kid is a trip. She said, Dad, I'm laying upside down on the couch. I don't feel good. I told her to lay right side up. She said she's laying upside down on the couch. I'm like, well, try laying the right way. You might feel better. But I'll call her back in just a little bit. I hope y'all, I just hope all these kids are found. And listen, it's the bad thing is this, when you're in the middle, if you was in the city, you always get found, right? Like kids around here, we usually find. We didn't find Cody Bigsby, right? But his daddy's in jail forever. So, I mean, that's kind of like, justice at least. We got justice for Cody Bigsby. But the bad thing about this is we don't have the kids or no justice. Like Emmanuel Harrow, right? MGL that says that we don't talk about nothing but the same people. Emmanuel Harrow's dad, of course, is in jail and he ain't getting out for 26 years. We got some type of justice, but we didn't get the baby. And most likely, that baby will never be found because we got to remember, when you're in the desert, they got coyotes and wild animals run off with your bones. And the same thing, in these cases, like I said today, when I go out in the woods looking for Sebastian Rogers and I go out in the woods and I'm looking for Summer Wells, I'm not looking for a child that's walking around talking about, hey, Dolly, I'm over here. I've been waiting for you for years. No, I'm looking for bones, scattered bones, little pieces of bones. So, and believe it or not, I'm redneck enough to know the difference between a human bone and an animal bone. All right. It's in my DNA, like being born in Georgia and redneck. It's just something So I'm looking for human remains, not, possum bones. I can tell the difference in a split second. Remember when they reported them chicken bones at Summer Wells? Yes. And I was like, the fucking chicken bones. Who's dumb enough not to know that that's some chicken bones? Like you can't tell a chicken leg from a human leg.
Was that the Ziggy thing, or did Ziggy report another bone also?
You can't never tell with Ziggy. But what I'm saying is most people can tell a human torso from
should be able to.
Some chicken ribs. All right. But anyway, the tragic thing is like I said, when I go out there, I'm searching for bones, guys. I'm not searching for kids that are alive. Listen, in the beginning, I keep my eyes open just in case, right? But I think anybody that's been into true crime as long as we have, most of us here, what have we been here now together? 5 years. We know this story don't end good, right? And if you're new to true crime, and look, we're gonna advance you up, skip you a grade. This don't end good, okay? This story does not have a happy ending. These stories have tragic endings, and we already know it. We're just waiting to get the news. That's it. And like, if his body was found tomorrow, would you be surprised?
No.
I'd be surprised they found him, but I wouldn't be surprised that he was deceased.
No, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd be happy that they found him either way.
For closure.
For closure, absolutely. Even in the Summer Wells case. even in the Jack and Lilly or the Michael Vaughan, I want his body recovered. Even though we know basically what happened to him, we still want him back. So let's get back into what Katie was saying. And now I haven't heard this interview. So this is the first time that I'm hearing it with you guys. So maybe she says something that's telling. I don't know. That's why I'm watching it and listening to it. There's no video, guys. It's just a picture of Sebastian and they're talking. So all you're hearing is the audio because all there is audio.
About wanting to find a way to pay it forward to honor Sebastian. And even after Sebastian is brought home safely, you would like to continue to do that. Do you want to talk about that?
I can, yes.
Okay.
First and foremost, I pray to God we don't see a 2-year mark. I hope we bring him home. But that being said, even when we do bring him home, we were talking and thinking about what would Sebastian want. And we think that supporting other persons that are missing as well is a phenomenal idea, because we're not the only family in this situation, unfortunately. And as much as I wish that no one would ever go through this, it's real. And so we were thinking about potentially trying maybe to set up a scholarship in honor of Sebastian in his.
No, I don't think, listen, I honestly don't think he's that far away. You know, you ask, do you think they took him out of state? If he is deceased, they're going to try to get to the closest place they can to hide his body. Or think about this. Some people do drive around long ways with bodies in the car. Stephen Stearns did. But most people are going to drive somewhere.
Letitia moved the body to Florida, and before that it was somewhere else. So she moved him around.
Yeah, in that suitcase.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's possible. But I can believe that since this has happened, the police have been keeping an eye on Katie, I would think, or somewhat. You know, maybe monitoring her phone calls or monitoring some. I would hope, you know, because there's no way, you know, they may not have no evidence, but there's no way the police don't think she's responsible. Look at the chat room. Everybody in the damn chat room thinks she's responsible. You know, the police are human just like us. They got to think the same thing we do, that this mom is lying, and as soon as we get some information on her, she's going to jail. That's probably what they think. They just can't prove it, right? And we've seen this with Melodee Buzzard. They can't prove the lady did anything to Melanie, so they can't arrest her for the disappearance of her own child.
A lot of cases, Don and Candace, they can't prove they did anything. But I mean, let's get real. They were the last people with the baby. When
school was up and it's time to re-enroll her and she don't, they can go after her then.
Melody's mom?
Melody's mom, yeah. But now she's moving. What happens when she disappears and they don't know? I'm sure the feds are watching her, though. They watching that lady. But, you know, we've been seeing her pack up and move and take off. So, I mean, we're in a weird situation where, I mean, of course, we think she did it, but we can't prove she did it. And if nobody can prove she did it,
then it's innocent until proven guilty in the court of law.
Innocent until proven guilty, which is terrible. I mean, in Virginia, she'd be in jail. I know she'd be in jail here.
I agree.
And her mother lives in my same neighborhood. Katie's mother does. And she's on forever probation. Now, we're not going to go into Katie's mother because it has nothing to do with Katie's mother, but she's on lifetime probation. Ain't never getting off. But if it happened here, she would be gone. All right. You got the right to go to jail here. They put you in jail for jaywalking in Virginia. They do not play. Just like Cody Bigsby, they never found his body. Corey, his ass got convicted in 30 minutes by a jury. 40 years, second-degree murder with no body, and had zero evidence. I was in the court for the whole trial. They had zero evidence, physical evidence against him. None. And I was even like, Damn, you don't want to get in trouble in Virginia.
Evidence.
Well, all they had the young boy said he wanted to wake Cody up and he wouldn't wake up. That was it. That was it. That's the only evidence they had. How do we know he didn't pass away in his sleep? How do we know he didn't choke on his vomit? Or how do we know that he wasn't sick and passed away some other way? You don't. They had zero physical evidence against Corey Bixby, and they convicted him in 30 minutes. That's why I'm saying in Virginia, you have to be in jail. They don't play that here.
He confessed a few times.
They alleged he confessed.
He did confess. I saw the letter. He confessed, but he said he was forced to after the fact. He said he was forced to confess, just like with Richard Allen.
Yeah,
he was pushed to confess, but he did confess. And then
he said he didn't. He said he didn't write that letter. That's from the guards in the jail, that the guard heard him confess to one guard, and then he had wrote something in the jail, they alleged. But as far as physical evidence, there still wasn't no physical evidence against him.
Right, because there's no baby anywhere.
His name to help other families of missing as well, because there are other families who have perhaps a missing child that has siblings, and we now know how difficult that struggle can be, and we think that Sebastian would be happy to help them. And so one of the things that we had thought, like I said, was potentially setting up a scholarship to help support another family or another child in honor of Sebastian.
That's amazing. That's an incredible
Only
idea.
707 likes. Y'all doing me dirty. Dirty.
Wonderful.
Even when Sebastian does come home, at least, that's something that you want to continue to do. And I love that.
Absolutely.
Because we talked about Sebastian.
They are cuddling this woman like she is not a monster. Right? Like they're cuddling her like she's a Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Something is going on with my internet. Maybe it's these solar flares that are going on today, and they're binging the lines. I don't know. I switched cable companies, from Cox Cable because I thought Cox Cable was terrible, and I went with Loomis, and I think my internet's been worse, right? And they promised me, oh, it's fiber optic, it's underground. You don't have your lines freezing. You don't have to have people go up the pole all the time. And it is constantly down. Okay, so I might end up switching back to Cox Cable. They offered me a better deal and said my internet would be faster, but that don't seem to be the case. So thank you for everybody that is sticking it out. What is if you see me go down, it's just give me a minute. It may take a minute for my.
Everybody doesn't need a post stop sign. We can tell we're frozen.
They're just trying to help.
I know. It's just.
All right, so let's share this video back. Let's get back into where we were at.
You feel is going to come home.
Yes. We just have to find him.
And that's why it's important for you guys to keep sharing these flyers. Because you've heard it here. His mom has.
Yeah, that flyer is going to find him. That flyer ain't found him in 2 years. You need searching for him to find him because he's not far from that house. They're acting like he's out living his best life, jumping rope and playing hopscotch. These people live in a false reality. Like some people does not belong in true crime. Like they don't even have a clue. And that's what I feel like, like let's pamper this lady and let's let a lady that's full of shit just have a safe haven with no consequences for how she treated her son or how she let her son get treated or how she didn't want her son. Let's don't mention that. Let's don't mention that she left her son. Let's don't mention that she abandoned her son when he was missing. Let's don't mention she didn't give a damn about searching when he was gone, right? Like, I don't want to hear none of this shit this lady's saying because to me, it's all BS, right? So anybody that's given a safe haven to somebody that is a terrible mother, shame on you. Shame on you.
Has faith. She believes that Sebastian is out there and that he's going to come home.
We're going to continue to hope and stand right beside them however we can help.
That's exactly right. So if you guys see this FBI flyer, if you see the Amber Alert flyer.
Some people will do anything for a click and view on the internet. They'll sell their morals. They'll sell their values. They'll watch that shit sell down river for 1,000 views.
This is his Nick Mick flyer. I have a flyer available. If anybody wants to share it, I have it on my community wall. I can post it again. We just ask that you please share credible information. Yes. That is so very critical when talking about his case. And I do have the last video that I see that where the news really covered anything.
Dolly, you missed 2 super chats from
While you were frozen.
MGL. I was frozen. What were they? Can you see them?
Yeah, hold on.
Can you see what they say?
Yeah.
All right, give us 1 second. We'll go over the super chats.
Oh, I don't see 2. I see 1. The one from MGL was they overtried Casey if they would have hurt her with second and not first, she'd be gone. I don't think it's the right word. And then
Casey Anthony.
They got overzealous. She did plan what happened, blamed the DA on why she walked.
Yeah, I maybe so. Maybe if they would have charged her with second-degree murder, they would have got it. I think the same thing in Karen Reed. I think they overcharged Karen Reed. And if they would have correctly charged Karen Reed, they would have got second degree.
Yeah, but usually I thought when they charge cases, I always wondered why. And from what I always saw, it was like they would charge murder 1, murder 2, like all of the possible charges.
Yeah.
And then 1 ends up sticking. Why did these cases go for just murder 1?
Well, I mean, everybody knows Casey Anthony was a horrible damn mother. And she got away with it. Right? She liked to party. She still likes to party. I mean, there's been multiple women jump on her in bars, attack her. There's a lot of guilty people that, allegedly, according to the court system, are innocent. Duchess is a different kind of channel, Dolly. She got people to talk, in my opinion. It's important somebody get her talking. If she was hard, this interview wouldn't have happened. Yeah, but talking, anybody can talk. If you ain't saying nothing of any importance or you're not trying to get nothing of her important, why even allow her to talk? Because then all you're doing is giving a platform to a shitty woman, right? If you ain't going to answer the tough questions, right? Nobody gets a free pass here. You don't get a free pass. We don't give out free passes. That's what's wrong with the world today. Everybody wants to cuddle everybody. No. That sometimes you got to ask the tough, hard questions. Every conversation with somebody can't be a nice one, right? Listen, I'm a nice person. This woman angers me. Okay, I'm a happy-go-lucky, laugh at the world kind of guy, and this woman pisses me off.
Sweet soul who's watching from your tiki bar says you are so wrong on KR.
Karen Reed. Okay, maybe on Karen Reed. All right. Court said she's innocent.
Whatever.
All right. Make sure you leave a tip at the bar if you sit at the tiki bar. Okay. The bartender is Beetlejuice.
Keep sniffing glue.
Right. Anybody that don't know that, right? I have to show y'all a picture, but behind my tiki bar, Beetlejuice is the bartender. I have a life-size Beetlejuice that stands at the bar. So when you walk up to it, Beetlejuice is there. And he ain't plugged in, but he says, I'm the ghost with the most, or whatever the hell he says.
I don't even remember. He only got plugged in for one time. And
well, he has a motion thing on his tie. And so when you walk up, he'll talk.
That got old real fast.
About Sebastian was on News Channel 5, and that was back in September. And I wanted to play that short video, Katie, and I just wanted to see if there was anything that you wanted to add onto this clip of just what them reiterating what the FBI has said.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let me share my screen, and we're going to play that. And you guys are amazing, by the way. Chico says we have $1,756 so far. Y'all, we have a 2K goal. If you can help us to get there, if you can't, and you can just like this stream and share it out, like that is still supporting Sebastian. And we do appreciate that more than I could ever express to you. But if you're able to donate and help out the American Autism Association in honor of Sebastian, it really means so much to this community. And
we're also doing a fundraiser here, but ours is our Christmas wish fundraiser, right? We're going to be helping 3 families on the 14th. So if you join us live the 14th, we are going to be buying at least 3 families Christmas this year. We do it every year, but last year we did 5. We say 3, but usually we buy Christmas presents till we run out of what we've raised. We were able to buy 15 families Thanksgiving dinner, turkey, stuffings, the whole works, right? 15 families, thanks to you guys. Also, so the way our Christmas stuff works, if you're a family in need and you got to the 14th, the day of, to get your letters in, you send us a letter that tells us what you're going through, why you're struggling. We don't want to hear your whole damn life story. We don't want to hear how you were born with an extra toe at birth. We just want to know what's going on with you right now. Okay? Because some people start back when they were fucking in the womb. Like, I was kicking my mama and I was late, and she was 11 months instead of 9. I stayed inside 3 extra months. We don't want none of that. We just want things have been tough on us. I lost my job or blah, blah, blah. Just what's going on this month or the month leading up to it. We don't want your whole damn life history because it makes it a lot to read. Okay. We just want to know what is going on with you, why you're struggling. The second thing you need is a picture of your kid that's going to be sent to PJ. All right.
All in one email.
All in one email. And the third thing, there's 3 things. Already have your Amazon wish list for your child already made.
If you don't know how to do it, get a friend or family member or someone in the chat here, or it has to be together or I won't be able to piece everything together.
We usually, when PJ says it's not all there, I might skip it, go to the next one. So we don't want to skip anybody. We want to read everybody. So we just want you to get it right, guys. 3 simple steps, right? This is elementary school level here. 3 steps. What's going on with you? A picture of the kid and their Amazon wish list. Say it with me in the chat. Little story. A picture of the kid and your Amazon wish list. It sounds simple, but you will not believe how many people have not got that right. Okay? or they'll send one thing here, they'll send one thing there. You got to send that to, where they got to send to, PJ?
pjvision22@gmail.com.
pjvision22@gmail.com. All right. And if you're a family that needs help, take advantage of that. We may pick you. Now, listen, we can't help every family. So we pick a few that we do help. So if we don't pick you, no hard feelings. It's just we thought somebody else was at the time more needier than you. Okay. Now, listen, if you don't need help and you ain't struggling, don't take away from somebody that is doing bad. I want to put a voodoo curse on you if you do, because this is for the people that are in the most of need of help. Right. Now, listen, if you have a few extra bucks you'd like to donate to that, we have a Give, Send, Go link that my mods will post. Okay. And if you got $5, $10, $50, whatever you want to donate to that, donate. Tune in to 14th. We're going to be blessing those families live right here so you can see it happening. And we got to do it by the 14th because we want the gifts that we buy to be there for Christmas. All right. Tammy, in my opinion, Katie wrote the script for Duchess. Hey, listen, I have to say this is so far. Now, I haven't heard the whole thing. So far, it's a little easy on her. All right. But Duchess may not be like me. Everybody does their channel differently. Duchess might just be a generally nice person. Right. I ain't that damn nice. I am a nice person. But when it comes to these people that could have possibly even hurt kids, I ain't that nice to you. Right. Because I want the information. I want the truth. And listen, I've seen her behavior. I already know what Katie's about. Now, I just want to get that through with the Christmas wish stuff and how you donate, how you send in a request if you want help. And if you need any help, like I said, just reach out to one of my mods. All my mods by now know about the Christmas wish stuff, how to do it, and they'll walk you right through it. Okay. Because we got the best mods on all of YouTube.
To Sebastian's family.
Can I also say really quick before you start this, Katie, I know today has been incredibly difficult. I don't even understand, nor do I want to, all the emotions that you feel on days like today, but thank you for taking time out to come and join Duchess and I and bring awareness to Sebastian, because I know this is all you want is your baby home. And I appreciate you spending some time with us today.
Yes,
Thank you for that. I'm so grateful that y'all are willing to do what you're doing and to help spread the awareness.
I agree, Army Mom.
Absolutely.
Sebastian is what matters. So
she ain't thanking nobody else for spreading awareness. Where's my thank you, Katie? Okay. Dolly been spreading awareness from the very beginning. I ain't heard a thank you from you. I know she ain't thanking me. I mean, I do, listen, I do think she's my number one suspect. That's just my opinion. I don't have the proof that this lady's done anything wrong. She may be a great lady, but I'm still suspicious of her, and I will be. But it's her actions. She made me suspicious of her. That's it.
It really is.
I know.
Yes.
I'm sending you the biggest hug right now.
We're here to stand with you, with all the parents, because the facts matter. Sebastian matters, and it's time that we put Sebastian back at the forefront because he's what's most important out of all of this. His life matters. And, we've got to get the facts out. And so this is how we're going to do it. So let's watch this video. This is News Channel 5. I don't know. Should I give I might already give my fair use. Hang on real quick.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976.
A full synopsis of where things stand today. Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his Hendersonville home on February 26, 2024. The 15-year-old with autism did not take any clothes, shoes, money, food, or his cell phone. His mother only reported a small yellow flashlight was missing. A massive search, including TBI and Sumner County Sheriff's investigators, covered a 4.5-mile radius around Sebastian's home. That's roughly 44,000 acres and no sign of the teen.
This is the system that we use to track all of our searchers.
The FBI says agents have now followed through every one of the hundreds of tips. However, they have yet to produce any solid leads. Several months have indeed passed, but Sheriff Eric Craddock has said,
it's not a cold case. It's an active and ongoing investigation.
The FBI now does disprove two theories. One involving security video, which I obtained early in the investigation, showing what appeared to be lights outside Sebastian's home the night he disappeared. Agents say the dark sky and camera angle combined had distorted the security footage, and lights were actually from a truck away from the home. They have also now debunked a theory that a person in a green hoodie spotted near Sebastian at a restaurant before he disappeared was in any way involved. The Amber Alert for Sebastian does remain active, and the FBI is offering $50,000 for any information that leads to his whereabouts. They do encourage the public to continue to call in tips to 1-800-TBI-FINE.
That's pretty much it.
What? Melissa hit the Christmas wish?
Yeah.
Thank you, Melissa, for donating to the Christmas wish and helping a family this Christmas. That is super awesome. I'll be big virtual hugs. Now, listen, guys, if you donate to the Christmas wish that we have pinned on the screen right here, make sure you throw red stop signs in the chat because it's not like a super chat. It don't pop up on the screen, so I don't know when you donate. And I want to thank you personally, okay? Give you a big virtual hug for being an awesome person at Christmas and thinking about somebody else. You guys are great. So thank you for everybody that's helped with the Thanksgiving dinners and are helping with the Christmas wishes. We've put a lot of smiles on faces so far. 15 different families so far, and there's going to be more, so it'll end up being like 20 people that we helped this season, which is awesome. That's more than we've been able to do in the last couple years. So thanks to you guys and making the holidays a special time for people that are less fortunate in our community, right? Because you're helping people in the true crime community, the same people that love the same type of stuff that you do. That's the good thing about it is we're helping our community. And I wish more channels would do the same thing at Christmas time. But everybody runs their channels differently. Because I know there's a lot of people just in our community alone, from the amount of letters that we have received, that really need help, and we can't help everybody. So
while you're talking about that, can we mention the Facebook page and the post about the
yes,
there's a couple of ones that are deleted. I think there was a misunderstanding as to the purpose of the post.
Hold on, let's explain the post. We have a Facebook group called Dolly Vision. And on that Facebook group, we post every year to where everybody can post their Christmas wish if they're in need. Okay, that's the important thing. If you're in need, if you just want somebody to buy you something, that's not what it's about. This is for people that are struggling to get help. So already PJ's already started to get gifts. So we'll explain to who we got them for on the 14th. But already PJ has started buying gifts for people in the Facebook group, right? So if you're in this group, we want you to be honest. If you're going through something, post a link. If you're just like, well, my grandkid wants a this, and you got the money to get it, but you just hoping somebody else, so you don't have to get it, that ain't what the Christmas wish is about. We want to help the people that are in the most need of help. Not because you just like, okay, you just don't want to buy it yourself and you got 20 G's in the bank or something, you know what I'm saying? Or you're not struggling and you're just like, well, my grandkids want this. That ain't what the Christmas Wish campaign we run is about. Our Christmas Wish campaign is for families that are in need, single mothers, right? I make it clear that I want to help single mothers because I was raised by a single mother.
What is singing?
The TV in there. It was like a holy gospel. Did y'all hear that in the background? My TV's playing some gospel or something. I was watching something religious and it's still playing in there. And it's like, like a Catholic church.
Like, how did you time that like that?
Jesus is with me at all times. All right. Me and Jesus, we tight. Amen. Right. So it was like, whoa, because no, listen, we're doing something good, and it is heavenly to help and to give, but we want to make sure that those people that we give to are the ones that truly, truly deserve it. And listen, there's nothing worse you can do than take away from somebody that's in need when you're not. All right. So be good human beings. That's the more of that story. And what did you want to mention about the post?
No, I just it's not to be mean or to be nasty in any way, but I've deleted a couple simply because either there's nothing to it, like either the list is just up there and the stuff doesn't seem like there was a list that had dog shoes, dog clothes, and dog like outfits, like
dog outfits.
And there was nothing with it. There was no explanation as to why we were all gonna be buying little dog sweaters. Like Lord knows our dogs.
Fur babies are important too.
I know, but and then there was one that was like, just got a new house, need help to
get a new house.
Like I'm like, I was just kind of just like,
that's what I'm saying. If you got a new house, your ass should have bought Christmas presents with it. Okay, if you can afford a new house, you can afford the Christmas gifts. Right, that's what we mean. That's what we're trying to avoid, guys.
I think it's a new place, which I mean, I'm still.
Well, we're struggling. Got a new place. We need curtains.
Yeah, it was that.
We're not trying to help furnish your house. We're trying to help the kids. Christmas is about children, the kids having hope and another year that Santa Claus is real. We don't want people telling their kids Santa Claus ain't real. Right, we want to help as many people to keep the spirit of Christmas alive as possible. So it's for the kids. That's why we told you, if you submit a wish list and it's a new microwave and a fucking big screen TV, we know the kid don't want that. We were kids. Kids want toys.
Yeah.
Right? They want a bike. They want stuff like that. They don't want these things that some of the things we're seeing. We know were placed there by an adult. For an adult. Right now, if you just got a grown-up ass kid, that, like, I get it. Like on my kid's wish list this year, she got paper towels.
No, it was toilet paper rolls.
Toilet paper.
And Clorox bottle sprays.
Clorox
like a pack
bottle
of 3. I was just laughing.
So like, usually my kid's 25. She usually always wants something crazy. This year, she wanted all adult stuff. Right, like cleaning supplies, like
a carpet cleaner.
Yeah, she wanted a carpet cleaner. She wanted like
Woo! Look at the confetti.
Thank you. So what, we hit a goal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna give the hat away to one person on the. Well, we're not done yet. Do we want to do it at the end?
That's up to you. It's your show.
Okay. And how are we gonna pick? We want to draw names out of a hat.
It's up to you.
Can you write everybody's name down and put it in the egg? And I'll draw a name. All just the people that jumped on the Blessed Express tonight. Because usually we give it away to anybody, but tonight I want to give it to somebody that supports the channel.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. So let's let this play while we're doing that.
So when we listened to that information, that was the timeline that we were going over when you came up, Katie. Mm-hmm. As you guys heard, there's no new information in this case. There is no evidence that leads law enforcement, which I do have on my media assets that we were going over, in the timeline of this case that states that there is no evidence that points that any of the parents are guilty of anything. So
there ain't no evidence that points to anybody being guilty of anything. And the mother was the last one with them. What about her behavior?
At this time, they're still looking for leads. So, when we think about what happened to Sebastian, let's.
Cal says, towards the first payment on that pretty ring, Dolly. Thank you. I needed that. It is a pretty ring. And I gave it to her at dinner the other night. We went to a nice restaurant, and I had it in this case I bought. And when you open it, the case lights up, right? And it shines a light on the ring so you can see how sparkly it is. And so, you know, we went out, we ate, and then, you know, I told her, I said, I have something for you. And then I opened it up, and it was all pretty, and she was all happy. So that makes my life easier. Okay. When she's happy, it makes my life a little bit easier. So thank you. Thank you for your donation. That's really nice, Dolly. Yeah, I know. I had never seen a case like that, right? That lights up. Like when you open the ring case, it has a light that points right down on the ring. So it's like, whoa! You know what I'm saying? When you open it. If it would have made that noise, it would have been even better. But it just had the light, right? Wait, I want to see PJ. Congrats. Wait, wedding bells? I want to see PJ. Can you grab PJ? Will be back in a minute. She's pulling names for the giveaway of the hat. She's writing everybody's name down that has super chatted. And we're going to draw a name. And then whoever super chatted tonight, you're going to get this hat that I'm wearing. All right. I'm going to sign it, send it to you. I'll send you a Summer Wells bracelet with it because we got 700 of them. Everybody this year for Christmas, everybody's getting a Summer Wells bracelet. All right, everybody I know. Here you go. I got you something. Here you go. 700 people, right? Like you know how many we meant to order? This is funny. We meant to order 100 bracelets. We got 700 bracelets. But listen, it's Summer Wells. It goes to a good cause. We'll end up giving them away. And that's 700 people that'll have a, you know, Justice for Summer Wells bracelet when it's all said and done. So it ain't the worst thing that could have happened. It just was, we didn't plan that. All you have to do is pick up anything from the store, and we're going to throw it in every package. So anybody that orders anything, you'll get one. And our sale ends tonight. So you got to 3 a.m. because we go by California time. That's midnight. So
what?
When
you're going to be asleep before I am, just like last night.
Well, I'm just saying, if you get your order in by 3 a.m., till tomorrow. We'll cut it off tomorrow when we wake up to sell. So Dolly Rocks is the promo code, 50%. Oh, there it is. See how it lights up?
You can't see that it's lit up like that.
Well, you can see. Watch when you shut it. Y'all didn't see the light cut off? Watch, there's a light in it. See the light? And it's in this little sparkly heart. Look. Hard case. It's like an outer box. So it's cool. It's got like little glitter, like rainbow glitter. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's shaped like a heart. Heart. And then inside, it shines the light onto the ring. So wasn't that cute? Oh, you took it off just to show them that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
People kept asking.
Don't never take it off again, woman.
People kept asking to see it.
I
didn't want to throw off my nose.
So, and that's it. I want a divorce.
Shut up.
All right, let's get back into it.
Let's try not to jump to these major conclusions and attack the family. Because just because it happened in one case doesn't mean it's necessarily true in another. We have to let law enforcement do their job. Katie, do you have anything that you want to respond to about the information in this video? Do you feel like there's anything that additional that you want to say?
Well, you pretty much nailed it in the sense that there is, unfortunately, not really any new information that we know of.
Thank you, Alba. You know, the hard part was getting it without her knowing. It was hard.
I don't know how you did that.
You know, like doing things, kind of being sneaky and not letting her know, because usually we're constantly together. So, and then, you know, I sleep all day. So I had to get up without her knowing. I was like, usually I'd be asleep. I'd be like, all right, let me go do what I got to do. So I had to sneak it. Oh, Lean on Me said, why did I cry a tiny bit? Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, Lean on Me.
I do know is that law enforcement is still actively looking into Sebastian's case. They're still taking those tips and looking into anything that may be credible. Obviously, they don't tell us every detail of what they're doing, but
Right.
we do know that they are still looking, and that if anything credible or even remotely credible comes up, that they're definitely looking into it. And
Matt says the vet is fast. Okay. Yeah, but I drive slow, Matt. It is a fast car, but I drive pretty damn slow. I ain't in a hurry to get anywhere. I promise you that. So, have you ever seen me speed? That's what I'm saying. I drive.
Never.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have traffic tickets. I don't speed. I ain't in a rush to get nowhere. Like, it is a fast car. And you would think, well, if you don't drive fast, why would you get a fast car? Because it's cool as shit looking. Right? Because it looks fast. I don't have to go fast. The car looks like I'm doing fucking 1,000 miles an hour sitting still. So
either proving or disproving it. I know that there's a lot of crazy nonsense and whatnot that has taken place or taking place, and that has put a hindrance on things.
Thank you, James.
Like, news channels don't necessarily want to run many stories because it always causes an influx of nonsense. I'll just leave it at that. No offense.
Oh, was she saying the news thing? Look, they begged that lady to give interviews and she wouldn't give interviews. She's like, oh, the news stories. They give, Seth can lie and they put him on the news. They run the Dog the Bounty Hunter. They run the $500,000 reward. Promo code is Dolly Rocks, one word, all capitals. That is such bullshit. She could have went to the media that day and said, listen, I'm the mother of the missing child, Sebastian Rogers. They'd have been like, can we interview you? Will you do a story? Will you talk for an update? She's acting like the news don't want to cover Sebastian Rogers, a national case. Listen, the news, they like ratings. They're worse than YouTubers, way worse. Trust me, I've been around enough of them. I've been dealt with the LA Times, the media in Virginia and Georgia, Tennessee. All these people are worse than YouTubers, and they would have loved to interview her. They, without a question, what it is they would ask her stuff she don't want to be asked. So she avoids that shit, in my opinion. Right? You telling me a news station would have turned her down? Anybody believe that? Anybody believe what she just said? Anybody? And then, oh, well, the news stations don't want to run the story because it brings drama. They don't give a damn. They don't bring no drama. They're not YouTubers. They don't have they're not doing it live. They don't got a live chat on the news. They don't know what the hell you're saying when you're watching on TV. That is crazy to even say some shit like that. Lots of local news covered Clover's celebration. That's what I'm saying. They would have loved to hear from the mother of the missing child. And she acting like, well, they don't want to do it.
That's weird she said that.
It's lies, in my opinion.
It's nonsense, but
no, that's why it's called nonsense.
But just trying to generally state it is that I accept and appreciate that people are looking at every possible aspect. I would ask for nothing less.
You just don't want people looking at you.
What we ask for is that the BS and the lies and the drama and all of the hatefulness that's going.
She's saying the BS, but you don't think her statement was just total bullshit?
It was.
The news, because there's a bunch of drama comes when the news, and no, it does not. The news
Maybe
don't
YouTube,
care about YouTube. It's different than the news, right? Like that was the biggest crock of BS I've ever heard right there. The news would have loved to cover this case. Any channel out there, local channel, would have covered it. Just like people were saying in the chat room, they were covering a damn ice cream shop. They cover everything Seth does.
Not be at the forefront, because that doesn't help it doesn't help find Sebastian. It doesn't help bring him home. And it certainly doesn't help to lead law enforcement into chasing their tails. But I would say also that I don't have words to explain how much appreciation I have that people are actually caring and they are looking and they are, for lack of a better, I'm struggling with my words, I'm sorry, but that people are reporting anything that they think is suspicious or anytime that they think they might have seen Sebastian. What I would ask is that these families, because I know there's been more than one that have just gone through hell because of it. And I would ask that if you do think you see Sebastian, definitely take a picture and definitely call in law enforcement. But it doesn't need to go on the internet because that's causing innocent people problems and harassment. And those are children, those are families, and they don't deserve that either. But I do encourage people that if you think it's him, definitely take that picture and definitely report it, but report it to the authorities. Protect those other people too.
Exactly.
And because I know if the role were reversed, that's what I would want. I wouldn't want my family or my children being exposed to this craziness that is happening. So, and the other thing that I would ask is that the only thing I know to do at this point is just to keep sharing his face and sharing his story and telling people, hey, Sebastian.
Yeah, what he says. Should have just bought a Spark, Dolly. Like the Chevy Spark, that little blue one I drove, the little clown car.
The bartender out back said Will Smith said it best: 2 miles an hour so everybody sees you.
I'm not buying this whole take a picture of her. They know Sebastian looks like every kid in America.
You know what I've noticed about every parent that's got a missing kid that has anything to say about the social media or anyone talking about them is that they've got a lot more time than to go look for their kid. I can't.
Yeah, I like this. Hopefully in 2026 they will put some public searches together, and we're not seeing none of that. Like that's something I can get behind. Because I'm a strong believer in you're not going to find something that you're not looking for. When you lose your keys, they just fall out the sky, land on your lap. No, you got to get up and look for them. You check the couch cushions, you check behind the couch, you check the bed, you check the bathroom, you check the pants you were wearing.
Is there scissors over here?
No.
And he's missing. This is what he looks like. It's so important to share his face with his name so that people know what he looks like if they happen to see him. And that if you're willing to share his flyer, just share the.
MG says, I want to drop 500 here for him to cover new missing kids because I sold my house. Merry Christmas, everyone.
She was upset you didn't read all of her super chats.
Well, I can't read all of it because my stuff was glitching out at the time you super chatted. But thank you, MGL, for being here with us today. I guess the one in the
very beginning.
Trust me, we cover a lot of stuff. I think we cover just as much, if not more, than most true crime channels here on YouTube. Right? They tend to lock into one solid thing and they never change. Like. There's still some Summer Wells channels that just talk about Summer Wells.
Well, but this is also a fan run channel. So if all of the channel wants to revisit something Summer Wells again, I mean, like, you go over it.
Yeah, like, and of course, if you want us to cover a kid MGL, bring a story in here and say, hey, Dolly, have you heard about this story? And we'll go over it and I'll look into it for you. All right. So tomorrow, MGL, your homework is this: bring us a new missing kid. And we will go over that case. All right. Not a problem. I have no problem with it. I want to help as many people as we can, spread awareness for as many people as we can. Come in, do your homework tonight, find a missing kid that you think needs some awareness, and bring me that child, and we'll cover it. Sound fair, right? Sounds good to me. Sound good to you?
The legitimate flyers with,
I just tried it
and just help keep his name and face out there and just keep your head on a swivel. I mean, before Sebastian went missing, I was one of the people. I would see these Amber Alerts and I would look and I would go, okay. And it's not that I was necessarily ignoring.
And I hope you feel better. Good night to you. Big virtual hugs. Merry Christmas.
it, but I wasn't paying that much attention to it. And I know how important it is just to be somewhat aware of your surroundings because you never know. And so I just want to say, please do that. And thank you so much for those of you that are. I know that to this day, I keep his flyers and I have little bracelets with his name on it. And
Josh says, what position were you in a metal band? Missionary.
What?
What position was you in a metal band?
That's gross.
What, my answer? His question.
Your answer. Did everybody get a turn?
I was kidding.
I mean, you're the one that said it. I figured I'd ask the follow-up questions. I'm here for the hard questions, right?
What position was you in? Like, we're a football team.
Wherever I go, I tend to leave a flyer and a bracelet, and I just try to tell people, you know, this is my son, he's missing, you know, just please keep a lookout, and if you're willing, share this flyer. And anyone else that's willing to do the same, I deeply appreciate it.
I hope that everybody heard that, you know, that you're leaving his flyer in different places. And I think you told me, like, with the little baby Jesus.
I do. I leave a little baby Jesus with it.
Yeah, and a bracelet. And y'all out here saying that she ain't sharing his flyer.
Yeah, there you go. I was quarterback, says Sage.
Y'all should be ashamed.
Y'all should be ashamed.
You don't know what Katie is actually doing. So, and I thank you for the shirt that you designed, but I know that there are people that are still wanting to have a shirt with Sebastian's face so they can wear it like a flyer. And we talked a little bit about the shirt. My husband and I have a shirt that we got for Sebastian, and we wear it everywhere when we're passing out his flyers. We carry flyers on the motorcycle so that if we're ever out, we can pass them out.
Where's your thing you're putting these in?
Have you thought?
Matt said, what channel is this? Simp Central.
What?
He said, what channel is this? Simp Central.
You said Simp Central?
Mab did. I think that's the funniest thing Mab's ever said.
Where am I putting these entries?
Okay, is that everybody's names?
No, I have half of them, but I have to tear them out slowly because I don't have scissors.
Okay, we're going to put it in this egg right here.
That's a good question. Novad asked if they went to Disney and did they put up flyers there. That's what I'd be asking her right now.
You know they didn't. All right. So half the names are in here. All right, for everybody that's on the Dolly train tonight, we're putting your names in here.
I wrote these so close together.
All right, we'll tear them out and throw them in this egg. Big golden egg.
My face is starting to not be so numb anymore, and it feels really weird. Okay. Just
all right.
us.
Let's finish this while you're doing that.
There's a lot
that you might consider having another t-shirt made so that people, if they want to purchase a shirt to support Sebastian and get his face out there, did you want to still do that?
Oh, I had made them 2 hats, guys, for Chris and Katie. And I sent her a picture of them and said, can we mail these to you? Right? And they never responded back. So I'm taking that as a big hell no. F your hats, Dolly. And they were just gifts, right? I was just giving them to them. I didn't want nothing for them. I just thought, you know, would they wear them? And I thought the hat was a very cute hat, right? And they, I guess they don't want them. They never wrote back. So they had to have seen it. They just hate your gut. They just hate my guts because they, you know, because I don't go with what they want, their narrative. I don't run their narrative. They only deal with people that run what they want to hear. But I speak for the people of YouTube, and I know the majority of people out here think their behavior is odd. And what am I supposed to lie about that? Right? No. That's why you don't see them up here. It's because we don't kiss people's asses. I'm nice to everybody. I was willing to give them a gift with a custom hat that I made for them. And they were just like a big F you, Dolly. We don't want your hat. I was going to even throw in a bar of Dolly soap. I'm lying. I wasn't going to throw in the soap. But I would have gave them the hats. That's really why I sent them the picture. I was going to send it to them. I mean, it don't take us a minute to pack them up and send them. So okay, I'm back. So since Chris and Katie didn't want the hats, we will send them to Seth Rogers. Okay. And I guarantee you this, Seth don't like me, but he'll wear the hat.
Well, now that
he'll give it to somebody that will.
Now that TikTok Tony's not in the picture, he might like you again.
Yeah, he don't like me. I don't blame him.
At least I bet you he didn't block you from his channel like he did me.
I don't know. He probably hadn't blocked me. But I think Seth would either wear the hat or give it away to somebody that would wear
I think he would wear the hat.
I think he would wear it too. And
that's the difference.
That's the difference in it. So I still have those two hats that I was going to send Chris and Katie.
I thought I might have actually sent one because somebody requested Sebastian.
No, they're out there.
Oh. You must have had an extra one because I swear somebody.
No, only made the two.
Oh. They're not.
And I'll send those to. I gotta get. Do you think we can get Seth Rogers' address? Is it public?
Yeah.
Okay, then when we mail out do shipping tonight, we'll mail them to him.
Okay.
Okay. So we got a little gift for Seth Rogers now that Chris and Katie didn't take it. Right. So he wins by default. He wins by default.
The whole point is just to have them be able to showcase their son.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be besties or cause any problems. That really is just all we ever want.
We do something. We try to be nice to everybody at Christmas time. And if we talk about you, we usually try to do something for you. Like every year we buy Don and Candace dog food.
Yeah.
Which we got to go ahead and order that dog food for Don and Candace too. How much is a bar of soap, Dolly? Soap is half off right now, so I think it's like $6, right?
Yes.
With the promo code Dolly Rocks. Now we have some a couple soaps that are not on sale, but the majority
the new ones.
Yeah, like I think the candy cane and the mint chocolate chip.
And I think coffee maybe.
Coffee. They're not on sale.
They're about to be out.
They're about to be
really sold.
We'll probably end up selling out of everything because tonight is the last big night of the sale. That's why we've been mentioning it a lot. So you guys can get it in if you want to save a few bucks, make great Christmas gifts. And if you never used Dolly soap before, it is really, really good. It's high-end soap. It ain't that cheap shit that dries your skin out. It's really good. And once you use it, we have so many return buyers that come back and buy again and again and again. That's because the product is absolutely awesome. A lot of people think it's a joke, Dolly soap, but it ain't. I make really, really high-end, good soaps, lotions, body washes. And once you try it, you'll buy it. I know that. I'm confident in that. So right now, they're half off. It's the cheapest we've ever sold it. The biggest sale we've had to date. And get it while you can because tomorrow that is over. I'm throwing in some send soap to Seth, please. Send soap to Seth.
She thinks he's a stinky mofo.
Okay, and she donated $20. So we're gonna send Seth some soap. Does he need some lotion? The lotion?
We don't got that.
Okay, yeah, he can't get no lotion. Our lotion's like $15 a bottle.
No, that's why we don't have it because that's always sold out.
The lotion sells out
I'm
fast.
surprised there's still a lotion or two possible.
Yeah, we
a
sold
lot of it sold.
Yeah, that lotion does sell out fast.
Do we want to put her on the list since she donated?
Yes. Yeah, you're on the list. We're putting the stuff in people that donated into the egg
Now,
now.
after this last person, I'm about to be done tearing them up, so you can
Pull the
do
number.
the pull.
I use Dolly soap, and I'm so clean I don't have to tinker. Was it tanker? A shower for a week. Okay, you don't have to take a shower for a week.
That's not good.
MGL says my soap is $12.59 a bar. Okay, well you ain't using Dolly soap. You can get Dolly soap for $6 right now.
Right now.
Usually it is $12 a bar. That's how great it is, and we sell plenty of it at $12 a bar. So
I've just been dying to ask if that was Mistress bait because
it is.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know about an MGL name?
I thought so.
Yeah, I
hadn't seen her around.
She said she's been busy selling her house.
Okay,
and stuff
cool.
like that. She's been out the loop. Okay. Is that the last one?
Yep.
Okay. All right, I want to show y'all that everybody's name is in the egg. See it? Now, let's shake it up. Grab one. Boom. Let's see who it is. Melissa. What is that last name? I can't see it.
Crockett.
Melissa Crockett.
Same person that gave for the Gibson Go.
Oh, well, good. Awesome. Melissa, well, damn. It's your lucky night. See what happens when you give?
I really want that thing that makes these for Christmas.
Okay.
It's in my list.
Okay.
I just opened this thing and remembered.
Okay.
Because they're so cute. I'm just about to write down the person because
Write
I
it
also
down.
promised a soap to Miss Gail Kenyon. She's been a turtle for like 4 years.
Okay.
And then there was somebody else that had.
All right, so we're gonna send Seth the hats and a bar of soap tonight. Write Seth down.
Hold on, I was in the middle of writing Melissa Crockett.
Since Katie and them didn't take it, we'll give it to Seth.
Summer hat.
He might send it back. I don't know.
And I think if this is their same list, I think that's the same one you gotta order shirt logos for.
Okay.
Seth, Sebastian hats, and soap.
Yep. Somebody got him a bar of soap, so we'll give him a bar. Hope he don't take that as an insult. Wash your pits and your tits.
Merry Christmas, or like I can make a package.
What's that comedian that don't wear a shirt?
Bert Kirchner.
Bert Kirchner. Anybody ever watch that guy? He is so damn funny. He is so funny. He said he was watching his daughters and they were in a hurry because they'd stayed up all late. He said, go in there and take a bird bath. Nothing but pits and tits.
No, he said pits, tits, and
Oh, okay. He said something else. We can't say that on YouTube. All right. But that's what he pits and tits. Our soap is great for that. All right. So we'll send it to Seth. Seth deserves it more anyway. We were just going to send Seth one anyway. We were going to send it to Chris and Katie, but they never replied back to us. And, because we think they're suspicious and they don't like people that think they're suspicious.
Candace said she
nothing personal against them.
Get it.
Like, listen, I don't hate Chris and Katie, right? I have nothing personal against them. I just want answers for Sebastian, and I'm suspicious of them, right? And I think I have that right as a human being of being suspicious of somebody. Like I said, it's nothing personal. Like I probably would never be their friends because they just ain't my kind of people. But I don't hate them. I just want justice for Sebastian. And if I'm wrong, then of course I would apologize for being suspicious of them. But listen, let's be honest. I think a lot of us, probably 90% of us in this room, are suspicious of Katie and Chris. Right? I'm not so suspicious of Chris. I'm more suspicious of Katie. And that's just my opinion. Like I said, I don't have any proof that these people have did anything wrong. Right? And I'm not saying they did. I'm just saying that their behavior is odd. That's it. Like, I don't think most people would pack up and leave when they have a kid missing. I just don't.
No, because that could come back to that house and you'd be gone.
Yeah, you'd be hours away, right? And over 3.5 hours away, according to Chris. So,
and I don't care how many times they repeat that they were getting stalked. Nobody was there at that point in time, especially not from YouTube.
Nah, they try to blame YouTube for it later on, but there was nobody stalking them or messing. Betty wasn't even involved in it yet, right? And the only person they had a problem with was Betty. And Betty wasn't even Betty was what, like 2-3 months
late.
She was super late to the dance. Like, she was like way behind everybody. Like, you know, she's usually late anyway, but she was extra late, like super duper late. Like,
turtle spell smells like love spell from Victoria's Secret. It's a dupe.
Yeah, it's a dupe. We couldn't name it love spell because love spell is, we can't get sued. So turtle spell is because we're Turtle Gang. So it is basically smells like love spell from Victoria's Secret. Our stuff smells really good. That cookies smells really good.
I haven't listed that yet.
You haven't?
And I really need to. The Christmas cookie?
Yeah, it smells good.
Oh my God.
Why haven't you got the Christmas cookie up there? I used it the other night.
Because I thought I was going to maybe possibly put it as extra for mystery boxes so people get something cool in their mystery boxes. But then I saw how many there were and realized that I should have posted it, and then I forgot.
Okay, we'll post it tonight. Can you post it down without a picture, just Christmas cookie?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not going to be on sale either.
MGL says, tell PJ I've been getting sober, working, selling my house, and it is pronounced Sabotage. LOL. Drop
I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
And I'll make a better donation next paycheck. My huge bridal sets for sale. LOL. The Christmas link, one of my mods will post it for you, MGL.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're out getting sober and working and selling your house.
Sober is a good thing, you know, like
Sabotage. I did not know that.
Michelle Sabotage. I haven't smoked in what? How long has it been now?
It's been August, September, a year and 4 months.
A year and 4 months. So 16 months I haven't smoked.
Do you miss it?
No, not really.
You used to smoke a lot.
I know. I smoked a ton.
You used to smoke back to back to back once. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah. And now I haven't smoked in 16 months. So just say no. If I can do it, anybody can do it. All right. So, now, some people enjoy what they do. I'm not, but I think health-wise, I need to, cut out all the bad stuff I could as far as my health goes. So
I see people saying, like, they think that you're sneaking smoking it, but that's too funny to me.
No.
And then a lot of people suggest that you do, like, edibles, but
no, we don't encourage that stuff. I'm a just say no kind of person, right? If I'm quitting something, I'm quitting completely. And I encourage more of you guys out there to, probably stop too. You won't realize until, you're laying in the hospital and they're going, okay, you shouldn't be doing these things. It's not. Take good care of yourself, people. You're right. That's what I encourage now. Good health, healthy habits, and you'll live a longer life. And I mean, but if you don't care how long you live, do whatever the hell you want. You only live once. It just depends on how long you want to ride the ride. I would say take better care of yourself. Love your liver, everyone, and your lungs and your kidneys and all your other vital organs, like your heart, because that's the reason I had to quit. Heart complications.
And Patricia says quitting smoking weed is easier than smoking a cigarette, but you were smoking weed because of the tobacco aspect.
Yeah, I smoke tobacco and that. So I would encourage people, if you're smoking tobacco, to quit. Right? Try to quit, because it's not good for your lungs. It's not good for your heart. It's not good for your blood vessels, because smoking in general restricts your blood vessels. I was told this by my heart doctor, and that's why my heart doctor said, hey, don't do that anymore, because you smoking is restricting your blood vessels, and you already have clogged arteries. You want your blood vessels to be as big as you can get them, and you need to quit. And I quit that day. I never touched the stuff again. And because I want to be here with you guys for a while. We're on a mission. and I can't mess the mission up because, I'm chiefing, so we quit. And I encourage people, if you're having a hard time quitting, it's willpower. You just got to tell yourself you can do it and come up with things to keep your mind occupied, right? Because it's all in your mind. It truly. And I'll admit, you got to remember, I had to quit. I smoked cigarettes too. I quit smoking cigarettes cold turkey, and quit smoking. I quit smoking everything. I quit smoking cigarettes, like 4 years ago, though.
Before me, yeah. I hate cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
I always talk like this around people that
I
smoke cigarettes.
stopped smoking. Me and PJ have been together 3 years, so I quit smoking cigarettes 4 years ago. After I had a panic attack, ended up in the hospital. I quit smoking cigarettes. So the doctor told me, hey, you need to quit smoking. I quit smoking cigarettes. And then, like I said, 14, 16 months ago, I quit smoking altogether. So, but I was smoking a lot, which I feel I breathe better. I feel better. You don't realize it until you're not doing it. And then you'll realize, hey, and it still takes a long time for it to kind of get out of your brain, to work its way out, and it ain't like, I had a dream I was smoking the other night.
That's because you're on that medicine that makes you have weird dreams.
Right. And I woke up and I was like, I'm glad when I woke up, I was like, glad it was a dream. I was like, God, I done went this long without smoking. I don't want to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a streak. But in my dream, I was smoking. And I was like, this ain't good. Right. But when I woke up, I realized, hey, I wasn't smoking. I was just dreaming that. And which is a good thing, because I don't plan on smoking anymore.
Would absolutely be willing to do that. I've never wanted to make any profit off of anything for Sebastian, which is why when we made those shirts, the location that we made it at, we just advised. I mean, we purchased a large amount to give to people, but
Right.
and then for other people when we ran out, or if anyone wanted to order some, that they could just order it directly from them. We are looking at maybe we could work with you. I know that you do a lot of the designs on the billboards and whatnot, and I would absolutely love to do that if that's something that's possible, so that we can get his face out there any way possible.
We can certainly do it. I can design something. I use Bonfire, and Bonfire, I can actually set the profit for the shirt to go directly to whatever 501c3 that you want. And all of my shirts except for one are set to 501c3. So I don't receive the profits from any of my merch except for one shirt. All of the other ones go to Nick Mick, the Aware Foundation, to support Texas flooding, to support Hurricane Helene flooding. So you can choose, once we come up with something, you guys can let me know what 501c3 you would like to support, and I can set the profits to go support that in honor of Sebastian.
That would be beautiful.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Thank you, guys. I see new people coming in, and Clue does still do the billboards, Sheila. I do believe she's still running those. And I do appreciate
they are still running.
Yeah, and I think that's incredible that Clue is still keeping that going. The only reason I turned it over was because my dad was getting sick. And many of you know my dad passed away a couple months ago.
Long as there's a
I needed to be there for my family. So I do appreciate Clue keeping Sebastian's face out there on these blips that she still has going.
Absolutely.
It takes a village of people. So Will says, please, Katie, consider contacting Nick Mick. They have a program.
We won't forget. Every order that is outstanding or anything that's going out will have one of them with it. So don't worry. We got 700 of them. So
we got enough for everybody.
We got enough for everybody. So don't worry. If you have an old order, new order, future order, we got you. Okay, we got you. If we see you in person, we'll give it to you. All right. So wherever we go, we'll have them to give away. That's how we look at it.
Called Team Hope, and it's all families of missing people. And I think it's help. It's a shared experience where you can learn from each other. Thank you, Will.
And thank you so much. I actually am in contact with them.
That is wonderful. That is so good to know. Yes, Elizabeth, welcome to Dutchie's first fundraiser. This will be the first of many. We hit that goal, baby. Yes. I am so proud of you guys. I got to go over here and take a look. Hang on a second. Let me back out of this.
I'm over here messing around trying to figure out how I could hit that goal for us. And my dumb butt, I had to do 3 separate donations, but we got there. We hit the goal. Your first.
Becky, you pushed us over into it. Yay.
Well, we're going to continue to go too, because we have 5 days left, but I just wanted to make sure that your first fundraiser, you hit your goal. So, but I was being stupid about it and didn't realize I could have. Yeah. Anyways, ignore me. I'm just over here being my messy self per usual. But we got it. Duchess's first fundraiser.
Yay. It is a success. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. So you're so amazing. Thank you. Y'all put some palm trees in the chat for nonsense on the web.
No. Stop that.
Yes.
No, listen, it's a combination of everybody.
This team effort has been so wonderful. We have people from all over this community coming here, putting their differences aside and donating. And y'all, we have hit the goal.
Yeah.
You guys are so amazing. Thank you.
Katie picked it. Katie picked the charity on behalf of Sebastian. It's your first fundraiser. This is what community is like. This is factual awareness of a missing child and what the good this community.
Factual awareness of a missing child. What was factual about that? About them cuddling this woman? They might as well have been putting baby powder on her ass.
I don't know.
Community can do when that's brought together. And again, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here with us today and celebrating Sebastian, because truly that's what matters is Sebastian.
And please remember, when you see Sebastian's information, share his flyer out everywhere. It's so critical to the information. And, I still want to go over the rest of the timeline so that we can make sure that everybody knows.
What? We only got 947 likes. I quit. Okay, I quit. I've been here with you guys 2.5 hours almost. And that's it? That's all I get? Oh, hell no. Can I rage quit, babe? Will you feed me?
No.
Do I get to eat?
Not if you don't have 1,000.
I don't even get to eat, okay, until I get 1,000. See how y'all did me?
Or you can make the dinner.
I ain't making dinner. See? If I get 1,000, she has to cook. All right?
You don't like my hard noodles.
You just need to boil the noodles a little bit longer.
And then they're
exactly what the facts are. But if you see this flyer for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, this is the FBI flyer. This is Sebastian's Amber Alert flyer from the TBI. This is his National Center for Missing and Exploited Children flyer. And this is a flyer that I've made. It may be a completely different flyer as long as it has Sumner County Sheriff's Office, TBI, phone number, TBI, how to reach them at tbi.tn.gov, and how to reach the FBI at tips.fbi.gov. And it has the $50,000 reward, which you can't see because I got my banner. But if you'll see at the bottom, it says the $50K FBI reward. These are the facts.
It's up to $50K. It's not a $50K reward. It's up to $50K. So that means
let them spread their factual information.
This is factual. So if you send in a tip, they may send you $19.99. It's up to $50,000.
Based on what you give them.
Helena, thank you for gifting those 5 memberships. And if you got a membership from Helena, make sure you give her a big virtual hug, right? The memberships ain't free. And we need to get our memberships up. They've been a little low lately. So you guys can feed Dolly for $2.99 a month.
Do you still get to give out 10 memberships?
Yeah.
How come I see people do that?
I did it. I gave them.
Oh.
I gave out 10 this month.
Oh.
I missed a lot of months of not giving them out, but somebody reminded me this month, and I gave them out. So I did give out the 10 memberships.
You can't do it when you're mobile. You can't do a lot of stuff when you're mobile. All I wanted when I got to 10K was to be able to do fundraisers, and you can't do it. It's so annoying. They need to catch up to freaking technology, and today's 2026 almost.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we want to stick to, because Sebastian is out there somewhere. And if you have any information about what happened to him and where he may be, please don't hesitate. Don't come to YouTube and tell somebody here. Call law enforcement.
Yes.
Call law enforcement immediately. His parents desperately
Thank
want
you,
him
Fawn.
to be home.
All of us do.
And if you guys remember when I played that video with the statistics for missing kids and missing adults in 2025, I mean, not everybody gets a fair play on the news. And Sebastian's case has gone viral. But there's a lot of kids that are still out here missing that they don't even make it to the news. We have a lot of children that are missing.
A lot.
And it's really important to know what these statistics are. And that's why we have to talk about these very important things.
Thank you, MJL.
So before we go, I do want to bring up very quickly to touch on this, and then we're going to close out because I don't want to keep you guys here all night. But I do want to touch on a little bit about the place that you guys are donating in this fundraiser. So I want to pull that up. And I want to talk a little bit about the missing and autistic kids. So let me get over here because Nick Mick has great resources that I want to make sure that everyone knows about so that you guys can share out that information.
Not to cut in, Dutchie, I'm sorry, but just I feel like it's worth adding that they do have some phenomenal information, but it's important to remember that all of our children are so unique and that there's no cookie cutter answer to how our children would respond. I know many parents that have children that have similar diagnoses to Sebastian or even the same, and every one of them is so unique and so different. So it's just worth bearing in mind that no two of our kids may respond the same or may fit. But it's good to know how diverse that our kids can be, and what one may respond to, the other may run from.
Yes, and that is something that I find the American Autism Association talks about. They talk about who they are, what they do, how to get involved, all about autism. You can see all of these different areas here at the top of this website for the American Autism Association. And they have an overview, always unique, totally intelligent. And it talks about autism now affects 1 in every 59 children in the United States.
Wow.
And there's autism information kits. There's financial resources. There is so much valuable information here, even for adults on the autism spectrum. There is informational resources specific to adults on the spectrum as well. There is a lot of great information that I found, and I think these information kits are very vital. So, I feel like it's something that we need to have more conversations about these different areas. Let me share my whole screen, because when I don't share my whole screen, I can't share when I'm changing screens.
Can I mention another resource too that since Sebastian went missing, I think you shared it previously, that I actually got myself. It's a resource called the Big Red Box.
Yes.
That's another one that I just thought of too, for any families with a loved one on the spectrum. That is another resource. I'll drop the link for that in the chat, but it's not really exactly about missing, but just some information that's really great. The box is full of stuff that's great.
Right. And this is on the National Autism Association site right here.
Yep.
And this red box is actually featured on other, the American Autism Association also features the big red box. And we've talked about this in the past. And you can also find this on the NICNIC site as well under the autism area there. And this box, I think, is very critical. And you can actually sign up to get the NAA's big red safety box. And I believe that the first box that you order is actually, it was free for a long time.
Yeah, you can also order one. People can get them for free. You can also donate money so other families can get them for free and cover the shipping for the boxes. There's options. There's different options, but there is a lot of helpful information. I got the box myself because I was interested to see. There's a lot of good information in that box.
Yes. And basically this is from the National Autism Association, and this box is for people who may be prone to wandering off or eloping from a safe environment and may be unable to recognize danger and or stay safe. Wandering, elopement, which is running, or fleeing behaviors, often those within our community, not only present unique safety risk, but also create extraordinary worry and stress among.
Listen, Faded Rose, definitely everything made in my store.
Why are you even addressing that?
Is made because I wanted to let people know, because maybe they don't know. I make everything except for the stickers and
why
those
is this person spamming the chat with that?
and bracelets. So
you've done it on live. So like you literally show them you make it while you're making it and they still have something to say. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, like
really.
Like people, don't think I make the tumblers. They don't think I make everything, but I do it live. All you have to do is tune in when it says True Crime and Crafting with Dolly.
No, I don't make most of the stuff. Just the scent rollers, and then I pack everything and keep up with the stuff that's
So I mean, if you want to see me make the stuff, just tune in. Okay. Please hit that like button for Dolly. Bring us this info and PJ. We watch it. There you go. Yeah, I mean, people watch me do it. So I mean, if you're misinformed, I'm sorry that you're misinformed, but I print the hats, I print the shirts, I do the lotions, I do the body washes, I do the soap, I do damn near everything. PJ does all the shipping and packing and labeling. And of course, but yeah, you know, people say hateful things out here because they're hateful. Instead of doing their own thing, they try to dog other people. And but I can tell you now, there's nobody out here in the true crime community that work as hard as me and PJ do.
That's why they get so mad.
Yeah.
But you seen what happened when one of the creators supposed freaking tried to get a Cricut machine and tried to make freaking sweatshirts. And
I remember that. They said because they said my sweatshirts were expensive and they were going to make them. And then they raised
$25.
For $25. And then they
raised the money to get a Cricut machine, which is not cheap.
To get the stuff, and then never made the product and never. They were like, we're going to sell it cheaper than Dolly.
That insect owes you an apology.
Yeah, because that insect realizes now that Dolly works his ass off and you can't do that.
She couldn't sit still to pluck a freaking design out the vinyl.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I do it a little bit different now. As far as printing shirts, I don't use the Cricut anymore to print shirts, but I used to do all of them by Cricut, and I would have to weed every design.
Angela said, Dolly, I thought you got it from Tibu, and Sage said, only your order.
Only yours, yeah. I wish I could. Right,
that would make life so much easier.
It would if we didn't have to ship everything. And like, one of these days, I'll show y'all where we do everything in PJ's packing area. She's literally surrounded buy stuff that she has
Which
to pack.
reminds me, I probably should go back there.
Right? Like we have a big wall with these containers. You have to slide out and we fill it because we got mystery boxes. So they may have a stuffed animal in there. They may have, but whatever's in it is just extras. Always we give you enough soap to cover the price of the mystery box.
Mountain Man's Flag. Did you see us saying the name of the person? We said insect for a reason.
Yeah, and other people have said they were going to do what I do, but they ain't been able.
They can't. It takes time, effort. You're actually working.
And people see me come on at 3:00 in the morning. I'm sitting there printing tumblers. I'm packaging soap. I'm printing shirts, and I'm doing it in front of everybody. So I mean, for people to actually still be on that, I don't make my own stuff kick. I think we proved them people way wrong. Okay, I thought we were over all that. Yeah, they don't even say that shit anymore, right? Because they just like, well, but people are hateful, and there's an audience for these drama channels that fight allegedly with Brittany J every day, right? We're not one of those channels. Like, listen, we ain't big fans of allegedly with Brittany J. But we're not going to sit there and fight with her every day and make a whole channel. It's like they did that to Betty. And then when Betty stopped taking part, they found allegedly with Brittany J. But these channels, they always got to have somebody to try to victimize. Because really all they are big fucking bullies. And if you're supporting that behavior as a grown-ass person, you should be ashamed of yourself.
You really should.
Right? Because listen, what do we tell our kids and our grandkids? Don't be a bully. Treat everybody with respect. Be good to people. Love everybody. But then we sit in chat rooms that are bashing for cash, right? Just sitting up there talking mad shit, hateful, trying to cause each other every problem that can humanly be.
Supposedly there's SWAT teams involved now. Yeah, it's gotten so out of hand. I can't.
I see the titles and stuff, but I don't waste my time clicking on that hateful stuff. Listen,
it's just the same thing.
If you put bad energy into your life, you're going to get bad energy back. Don't never do that, guys. Listen to Dolly. This is where I'm a motivational speaker. You join me on Patreon
for $19.99.
For $19.99. Don't do that shit. Energy is everything in this world. That's what this world is energy. You do not want bad energy in this world. You want good, positive vibes. And if you listen, just because you don't agree with somebody or you dislike somebody, don't mean that you have to sit around every day and bully that person and then act like you're better than that person. Because technically you're worse than that person, right? Like these people that think they're higher than now and they're the YouTube police and they're exposing people. Them are your trashy ass people. Don't do that, guys. Don't take part in that. I mean, listen, I'm not telling you what to do. This is what I'm suggesting for you to listen to. All right. Playing and joking, it's funny. Okay, it's good entertainment. I pick on people every now and then, but to continuously bash somebody and act like a small child on the internet, everybody here is grown. We're talking about grown people acting stupid and foolish. Dr. Latina, thank you so much. Don't do that stuff, guys. Don't take part in that type of behavior. Please, please, please don't. Okay. Now you can do whatever you want, right? I'm just asking you and telling you better things that happen when you surround yourself with good people, good energy, and positive vibes. And if you're having a bad day, don't make your day worse by getting that bad, dirty energy on you, foul mouth, disgusting people that just have no respect for others or themselves. Like, I'm better than that. And I hope you guys are better than that too. All right. Like, we're adults. And even though I'm goofy and play, there's a level of, respect that you got to have for yourself and others at the same time. All right. Now, Franco got his jacket on.
It's cold. He said it's cold, Dad. I'm cold.
All right, come on. He can come over here.
I don't think I velcroed him very good.
Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, say hi to everybody. Tell them to like the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell them.
He's too busy looking at me.
You got a hoodie on. You want to put your hoodie on, buddy?
And Lola,
He hates that hoodie. He's like,
Lola wouldn't come out of the blanket to put her on. She's got a matching sweater.
Get him.
Mad today. All right, go. Fine.
All right. So dogs are going crazy. Listen, I'm going to get out of here for a few so I can go eat dinner. I will be back around 10:30. That gives me a couple hours to cook because I don't think PJ's going to feed me because y'all didn't get me to 1,000 likes. Did we hit 1,000? Let me see if we get to eat. I get to eat tonight. Okay, we're at. Oh, we made it to 1,000. Shit, that woman has to feed me. That means she has to cook. Dolly, you and Sage said the same thing at the same time. Great minds think alike. Okay? Be good human beings out here, people. Don't support bullying and bad behavior. Because if you do that, these people will continue to be bullies and they will continue that same type of behavior. They do this because they're getting paid to do it. And it's a complete bash for cash. And I'm not saying that to take up for a certain creator. I'm saying that about everybody. Right? It don't matter who the person is they're bullying. Because after Brittany J, it'll be somebody else. You see what I'm saying? They gotta have somebody, or they have zero content and they're boring as shit. True. And if you stop supporting it, this bad behavior on YouTube will stop. Right? Like some people up here trying to do good for people, but yet there's some people up here being hateful and people are supporting that hate. That is horrible. That is just horrible. But listen, definitely check out, get you some stuff to sell ends tonight. Dolly Rocks, one word, promo code, buydollysoap.com. Get you some stuff. We're throwing in a bunch of shit for free with it. Get your orders in tonight. Be good human beings. And just remember, if nobody else does, Dolly loves you. All right. Good energy, people. Remember that. Good energy. You're around bad stuff's going to happen to you. And you don't need that in your life. All right. Good energy. Good energy, people.